A very good evening, everyone, and welcome to Be Agile Scrum Day 2. So, as Agile Scrum, we are beginning with, we are understanding Agile and we are getting into Day 2. And before we get started, let me know how many of you attempted to complete the unsaid, um, home play, I would say, because I am sure that you might have had a lot of fun while recording the summary, because I see the way you explained, the way you did it, it is phenomenal. So I hope everyone who did it, you might have loved it, you might have enjoyed it, right?
Yes,
Okay, yeah,
Yes,
Komal,
Gaurav.
yours won the final one. Yes, Poonam. And in
Yes,
fact, the new joinee Roli had done it. So yeah,
yes,
awesome, Priyanka. Superb. So, because you have enjoyed it, so what we are going to do, so without wasting much time, uh, we need to do one very important thing. Every time you will join in, you will see I'm repeating the code of honor. Why we need to remind each other? Because it is not just a reminder for me, but also for you that nothing has to be missed. So, quickly, let's have a recap, or we will run through with that. So 7 code of honor are very important to follow in this journey. The number one is showing up live in the live calls. That is being on time, punctual, highly committed. Why we need to do this? Because in Scrum ceremonies, there are a lot of meetings which continue to happen every single day. And if you'll practice it here, that there are chances you will demonstrate the same thing when you are hired, once you are once you are placed. So why you need to practice it here? Because how you do anything is how you do everything is the one of universal law that abides by with this rule. The second one is being the full stack student, because you are starting here relearning again. So you just don't have to be a student, you have to be a full stack student who will do all the assignments, self research, and repeat whatever you have learned. And third one is taking the full responsibility, because when you will follow this, you will find that success is rolling towards you. And in case you don't, you will see that failure is there. So, and when you will take the responsibility of failure by identifying what you are not do, there are chances that you will convert that into success. And that's the reason we can call this failure as a trail of success. And to do these all, you must have a very strong mindset, and that strong mindset you may have with having a learning mindset. And to continue to have the learning mindset, you must have positive mindset. And to continue to keep your mindset positive, you have to identify that you are going complaint free. And to go complaint free, first criteria is to load yourself with the gratitude for that. So these are the 4 types of mindset as a fourth code of honor. And the fifth one is to have such mindset, you will have to start your day with the increased receptivity. How you would do that? By listening to the audio track which I have shared with you. In case you don't have this audio track, because if you'll search over internet, you might find the original track is the tampered one or doctored. So you can ask me what I have done, that I have re-recorded this original thing in my voice. And what you can do is that you can put it in 2x mode, and even while you are exercising or doing some other activity, the 40 minutes of track you can just consume within 20 minutes. Earl Nightingale, who is the speaker of this audio, he gives you the 30 days challenge. And trust me, if you will follow it, because I every single day, even today, follow it, and you will start seeing the difference in every single day of yours. And the second one is start this any learning with a golden quadrant of learning. And what does it mean? It means that you will start your day by declaration has to go with the anchor, and then get into the deep learning, and then draw, very important, within 24 hours whatever you have learned, and then summarize whatever you have drawn by showing the drawing. I really love the way the first video came up, and you were just flaunting the drawing you have done. So this is how I'm expecting it, and then summarize that whatever you have drawn it. Okay, so in the summary you can show the drawing whatever you have done. So let's start today's learning with the declaration. And declaration, how we are going to declare it, that by the anchor. And anchor, declaration, anchor go hand in hand. How? We will do a self I5, that is a clap, and then repeat what you see is selected on the screen. Are you all set and ready for the anchor?
Yes.
Yes. So at the count
Yes.
of three, let's clap. One, two, three, and clap. I am a quick learner.
I'm
I am a
quick
quick
learner.
What others can learn and master,
What
What
others can
others
learn
can
and
learn
master.
and master.
I too can do that.
I too can do that.
Once again, let's clap. One, two, three, and anchor. Because I am an awesome learner,
Because
Because
I'm
I'm
an
an
awesome
awesome
learner.
learner,
today's learning is going to be
today's learning is
Going
going to
to
be
be
super duper easy to me.
super
super duper
duper
easy to
easy.
me.
Yes, it is going to be, because you said so. And remember, the sixth one is be a giver on the path of learning, because when you will give your ego away, you will find that you are increasing the horizon of learning. And when you will find that you are keeping ego away, that keeps you spiritually grounded, and so that you can learn more, and you can feel that you are getting more grounded. And while these all are happening, I generally recommend to have an intent of charity when you start earning. Even if you are not earning today, you can have this intent. In case at all you are earning, then you must start doing the charity out of your payout. Anything which is 5% or 10%, start doing the charity for that. And why you need to do that? Because when you give, you grow, and when you receive, you may survive. And I'm sure that none of us are here for just mere to survive. Do that and experience that how you are economically growing while just mere, adding the charity in your lifestyle. And continue to appreciate what you do and what others do for you, and even what does not happen to you. And you see that whole lifestyle is getting changed just mere by following this. And there is universal law associated with that, is that what you appreciate appreciates you back. And just to run you through, these are our calendar. You can take a screenshot and you can follow that on Sunday tech training, Monday assignment, Tuesday RRP session and tech training you will experience, and Wednesday again do the assignment what you have learned today. Recording and summarizing and sharing is the unsaid assignment that is going to see your progress. You yourself can figure it out. And then Thursday again join the RRP session, and Friday is your free hand. Do whatever you want to do, research upon on the topics which are covered, not covered. If it is covered, repeat it. Not covered, research it. And summarize whatever the assignment is missed, and prepare your question and answer and come back over here. And then Saturday you may have the breather day. So with this note, what I am going to do is that I'm going to stop my screen share and will share the slides for you. Okay, thank you so much. And today we are getting started with day 2. So let me share my screen and the slides. And let me know once you can see the screen. Okay, so last time what we did, so everyone covered that in the intro itself, that in fact the summary video, the intro happened, then we learned about the how the timeline would be, then we understood the introduction of Agile, history of Agile, importance of Agile and business analysis. And assignment was a daily listening. I hope you all are doing, but just for your information, I am doing though the listening to the audio track. And yeah, so welcome again. So what we are going to cover today, again, agility and flexibility, we have looked at it, so we will be skipping this out, and then we'll move ahead towards Agile Manifesto, principle, framework, and Agile best practices. What are those? So, know this thing, that to start anything you must know the ground rule. Like, we start a session today and we understand the ground rule. Okay, so the 6 or 7 pillars, or seven, I would say, 7 code of honors are for our track, Agile and Scrum track. But there are other further 6 pillars are there of Guru schools. And now when you start with Guru school, you understand the 6 pillars. When you understand, when you start your classes for Be Agile Scrum as a whole, you understand that what exactly the 7 principles are there, 7 core values are there. As a student, you are going to follow in the similar manner. For Agile, there are some core values what Agile industry follows. So we will be looking at it, and those core values and principles are designed and kept saved in manifesto. We will be looking at it. To know more in details about it, you can go to scrum.org and you can figure it out. So with this note, what we are going to learn today, I want to invite Prerna to start and share us today's topic. Yeah, so Prerna, if you are ready, you can take this slide.
Yes, thank you. Thank you so much, Gaurav.
Yeah.
So here we are starting our session with a very interesting topic where, it says what is agility and what is flexibility. So many a times it's kind of considered the same, but no, there is a, good difference and understanding of these concepts. So I'll just request everyone to read these, 3 lines one by one. Then I'll go ahead with the explanation. Yeah, go ahead. Everybody can start. I really like, when you guys take initiative and come forward. So please do not make us take names and go ahead and just keep reading it. You just have to read out the points. There are 3 points, right? Please go ahead. Thank you.
Okay.
Agility and flexibility are common, interchanged, but they are not the same. When referring to flexibility, it generally means scheduling or planning for an unforeseen development. These types of developments are usually unexpected surprises, but business can plan for them and make room in their regular business procedures for adaptations as necessary. When referring to agility, it usually means being able to respond to unplanned or unscheduled external circumstances in more effective way by delivering best possible desired output.
Yeah, thank you. Sorry, I didn't get who it was. Poonam?
Amiti.
Amiti, thank you so much. Yeah. So, have you noticed what it says? It says it's commonly interchanged, but it is not the same, right? Now, that is what I was trying to make you understand that many a times by the meaning or by the similar sounding way, they are in common English. They are very sometimes being used in place of other, but no, from IT point of view, from agile point of view, there is a difference. So what it states is like, when you are working in an industry, in a business, and there are some, decisions you have to make on the basis of some unseen situations. Now, unseen situations means, for example, all of you must have experienced 2020 pandemic, right? The COVID one. Was it the expected thing, or had anybody predicted that? Give me an answer in yes or no.
No.
No, it was absolutely unseen. It was absolutely unpredictable. Yes.
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 So in such kind of scenarios, you must have noticed most of the company, right? Apart from medical, everybody on the earth, on construction, they offered people work from home, right? Especially IT was very heavy on work from home, right?
Yes.
So that is a flexibility model, I would say, that wherein wherein during such scenario, the companies became flexible. and they offered people a solution, I would say a different method to carry on the business, right? In similar way, agility means not only being flexible, but be able to, I would say, gauge or kind of respond to a unplanned way that it will be best possible for the business, right? So flexibility was a work from home solution in terms of IT, but agility means the companies, very quickly they came up with the plan of how this work from home model will work, and they provided the infrastructure, they provided the I would say machines or anything that was required by the people to work, and also they worked on a model about how these things will work, how remotely you can connect, the meetings, the video calls. So though the industry or the world was kind of getting adapted, but IT or other, or maybe infra, any other industry, it can be medical on senior level, it can be any other companies, they started adapting to it. So what the difference we see is a general approach about, okay, things are going in a different direction, how we can do it. That's flexibility. People say I'm flexible, I'm available, we can work out things. If you want to go out somewhere and they just say, okay, are you available? Oh, I'm flexible on that day, I'm comfortable. So that is like you're kind of accommodating the change. But when it comes to agility, it simply means that though you are facing the change, you are handling the change, your response has to be in the best interest of giving the best possible solution. You are not just accepting any other option, you're kind of emphasizing on which is the best option in this situation, how the situation can be uh, handled in a much better way. So do you get the meaning? Are you able to understand the difference? Yes, no? It's a very
Yes.
important question. Yeah.
Yes.
Are we good? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeses from everybody.
Yes.
People who don't speak, can I also send thumbs up icon, so we know that we are on the same page. Great. So yeah, we can go to the next slide. Yeah, Gaurav. Yeah. Yeah. Can someone else see? I want all of you to read one point. So a lot of people get involved and they are also get active. And requesting others to go on mute who are on unmute, please. Yeah. So I just want, these are like 5 points. So 5 people can read it one by one, please. Yeah. Go ahead.
Okay, I'll go first, Prerna.
Yeah, please.
Agility and flexibility. When a business is agile, it can respond to wide variety of unexpected external surprises.
Okay, thank you. Please go ahead. Second point.
Yeah. However, a flexible business may only be able to respond to already hypothesized situations.
Okay, right. Next.
Being flexible leads to success when a predicted event occurs, while being agile will assist business who face unpredictable circumstances.
Okay, thank you. Next. Yeah, we have more people. Go ahead.
Agility or being
Okay. Okay, Samiti, go ahead. Samidha, sorry.
agility or being relates more to strategic agility, thus impacting customer or competitive. And I am not Samidha, I am Roli.
So,
Might
your
be
name
display
is
name is wrong. Yeah,
Roli,
it's
can you
Roli.
please change your
Roli, please.
name?
Yeah, please change
Yes.
your name. Yeah.
Otherwise, we will
Okay.
keep on calling you the name we see.
Okay, okay. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Yeah.
That's fine.
Whereas flexibility relates to tactical flexibility in that their strategic objectives are clear, but methods and options to achieve them are open.
Perfect. Oh, perfect. So here you see what I just explained. It's a more theoretical and more pointwise summary here. So it simply states that when business is agile, means business is fast paced, is moving in a fast direction, it's a dynamic environment. Like today, you see there's so much of artificial intelligence, there's so much of research going on, everything is, exploring, getting innovated. In such a scenario, there can be very multiple I would say external surprise, like the pandemic, like the international wars we faced recently, or currently the floods in Asia, and many other things happening around. So these are unseen, unpredictable scenarios wherever a flexible business, a flexible way of handling business may not be the best optimum way, right? That's what we are trying to say. When we are agile, or when we follow agility, means along with being flexible, you also have this final aim in your mind that you have to, uh, I would say, execute in such a way that the outcome would be the best possible solution for your customer, for your organization, for your overall growth. That includes profit. So as in short, agility does not only means being flexible. Agility means you are going ahead with the best possible solution. See, agility means it relates more to strategic ability and impacting more on customer and competitiveness. So it simply means you are doing your best to offer to your customer. You're being your best to be the to beat the competitors, and to survive and grow. So that's the difference which I explained in the earlier slide, is a similar way. So it simply means that so it simply means that we have to achieve the goal of satisfying a customer or achieving your goals. So our goal is, it's standard, it's confirmed, but how to achieve that is flexible. So you can either maybe increase the marketing and ensure that your sales are going up, or you're reducing the price or giving discounts to ensure that your sales are going up. So basically, increasing sales is your goal. How to achieve it? You're flexible. You can do it in multiple. Okay, are we good on this? Any doubts? Yes, no. If you're good, we can say yes and go to the next slide, please.
Yes.
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 Thanks, Prerna. I can take the next
Thank
slide. Yeah.
Yeah.
So before we start to the next slide, let me quickly see who all are new. So anyone is attending here for the first time?
Yes, I am attending the first time.
Okay, Roli. Anyone else? I think it's only Roli then. So Roli, since we are continuing, why don't you quickly just introduce yourself, your name, from where you are connecting, any past experience in IT you have, and your core intent to join this session.
Okay. First of all, hi everybody, and thanks to join me in this group. And my name is Roli Tiwari. I have completed my master's in computer application, and I have worked with IT field 5 years, but I have a long gap after that. I have a long gap of 10 years. So 5 years I was with TCS, Reval Analytics, other companies. So I was working with software companies as a .NET developer and database designing. And my main goal is to start my career again, but I don't want to go to the development side. I always love the analysis and business side, so I have chosen this field.
Awesome. Welcome, Roli. Yes, you are
Thank
right
you.
place. Yeah.
Thank you,
So,
Gaurav.
yes, everyone, while
Yeah.
I'm
Welcome
sharing,
on board, Rolly.
yes.
Thank you, Prerna. Thank you.
Yeah.
So while
Mm.
I'm sharing again, and you can type welcome into the chat window. So yeah, let me share the screen again. So thank you so much for sharing that, Prerna, the last two slides. So I'm moving to the next one and explaining that. So I think, yeah, this one is already explained, but still I'm going to share that what we are going to know, that what is the core difference between agility and flexibility. Agility is time boxed. Flexibility, when it comes, it is not exactly time boxed. Okay, so agility is the fast moving thing, and flexibility is steady move. And agility requires a quick reaction, and flexibility, even delayed reaction comes in, is well accepted. Okay, but here focus that we are following agility, so we have to exclude the flexibility. Agility does not mean at all flexibility. it has its own rules and energy. So let's move to the next and understand manifesto. So in manifesto, there are 4 items you need to understand very, very well as agile principle, agile values, I would say. The number one is individuals and interaction over processes and tools. So let's understand the tools we are using. Let's understand this entire training as a project. Okay. And in this project, what is happening? Tools are important. Zoom are means very, very important. But should be Zoom and PowerPoint slides are important over here? Should we keep them only very important? No. If those are only important, there should be a process that when to open them and when to share that with you. Okay. So yeah, those are important. So these are the processes and these are the tools. So by understanding the when to do this, it defines the process. Okay, what to use is that defines the tools. But only by using that does it fulfill the purpose? No, not exactly. For that we need to interact. So will that solve the purpose when I'll only ask, hey, please type into the chat window? No, you are not going to really sense that what is going to happen. And sometime, if even if you are asking question, we may miss it out. Okay, and that's the reason we need to interact with the face in person, and every single individual is important for that. So understand, it's not just processes and tools, but before that, the communication with every individual. That's why we call it as a individual and interaction over processes and tools are very, very important, because then only it will make the complete sense. Do you all agree with this?
Yeah.
Everyone?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
Yes.
thank you
Yes.
so much. And then the second one is very important. It's not just a comprehensive documentation, because when we will talk about the waterfall model. So requirement gathering used to happen, documentation and cumbersome documentation used to appear, but that was just not important. At the end, the software has to be workable. Okay, so working software over the comprehensive documentation. Documentation are good, are important, but most of them are important is what is important, everyone?
In software.
Working
Software.
software, not
Working
just
software.
software. It's a working software. So remember, it's not just software, it's a working software. Anyone can give you software, and if it doesn't qualify the quality what you are expecting, the responsiveness you are expecting, and you need to click one button again and again to see the result, it is not really going to fulfill your purpose but frustrate you. Okay, and that's the reason working software. And in fact, I would say the easily and smooth working software. Okay, easy and smooth working software, not just working software over comprehensive documentation. The third one is that customer collaboration over contract negotiation. So there would be a really big contract documented, but most of more important than that is the customer collaboration. Are we really collaborating with the customer, understanding their requirement and presenting it back, or we are just following the contract? So if we will just follow the contract, it is really not fulfilling the purpose again. So we have to take care of customer collaboration at the end. And the fourth one is, last but not the least, is responding to change over following a plan. Okay. So we will continue to follow and we may sense the change, and we are not responding to that, and we are just going blindfolded. Whatever customer has asked, we are doing that. We are not justifying the actual agile. Excuse me. Yeah. So these are the 4 important part of the Agile Manifesto itself, that responding to change over the following a plan. Now let me share one very important thing to all of you, that the moment you will hear this word, the change, you should not disappoint. Because what exactly happens, this is the human tendency, that the moment we see that something which is working well, there is change going to come for them. Okay, and we feel disappointed because we will find that we need to accommodate time, we will need to accommodate the, you know, excuse me, yeah. So we will need to accommodate time, we need to accommodate the, entire rules and the routines and every single thing. But the good part is that when will you accommodate these all, one thing is going to come, and that is everyone would love. That is called as money. So anyone here who loves money? Anyone here who loves money? You can say yes if you love.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, everyone.
Everyone loves
Anyone?
money.
Okay. Anyone here who does not? Okay, none. So remember, so because changes are bringing the cash, so change is very, very important for companies too. So you need to understand the moment changes are coming. In fact, being a business analyst, it is encouraged and said and shared that your focus should be there on the changes. Or on suggestions or new implementation. When you can identify that, you can record them as a new requirement, and you bring the urge of accommodating, and bring the urge of having it for your customer. And how you can bring that, that should be your focus, because it is not just only deliberate change you are bringing. You don't have to bring the deliberate change. It should be the actual real necessary mandatory change. Okay, if that is helping the customer to grow further, definitely it is going to help you as well in return, because it is bringing you more revenue by adding those change for your client. So you should be every time ready to respond to those changes. So, and that too over the plan, whatever the plan it would be. Then if you are identifying the change has to be there, please communicate them. So these are the very four important values are the part of manifesto. These are of agile values, I would say. Okay, let's move to the next slide. So yeah, what is next slide? So here agile principle will continue, I would say. So Prerna, you can take this. Yes.
Yeah. Thank you, Gaurav.
Yeah,
So
sure.
yes, here we are to learn about the agile pillars. I would like to call it the way. So Gaurav has very nicely explained the Agile manifesto, and on these similar grounds, there are 12 principles in Agile which we all are expected to know. Okay, and trust me, these principles form the core of Agile. It gives you a thorough idea of how Agile works, and what is the basis of Agile, what is at the core of Agile. Fine. So I'll just request everyone to read one by one, and we can go ahead with the explanation. Yeah.
Customer satisfaction through early and continuous software delivery. Customers are happier when they receive working software at regular intervals rather than waiting extended periods of time between releases.
Perfect. Just hold on. Just hold to that thought. So you only, it can be very well understand that customers or anybody, like for example, there was a time maybe or 15, 20 year, not 15, yeah, more than that, around say 25, 30 years back, where a customer used to come and give certain requirements, and then they'll have to wait for 6 months or 1 year depending on the complexity of the project, and after that they used to see what is the outcome, and many a times the outcome was not what was expected. So this was the typical earlier IT scenario. Now you tell me, whenever you want to like for example, if you're building a house, if you're building some, you're creating some furniture, you're making some furniture, don't you like to see what is going on, or don't you like to see the in between work, or how it is shaping up? Give me an
Yes,
answer, yes or no, right? We all
yes.
are very inquisitive and interested in knowing how the things are shaping up and how they are working, like how the workers or laborers are working on your furniture, or if you're getting your house done, you'll go and visit the new house and check it. So, on the
Mhm.
similar fashion, even the customers are keen on how the things are shaping up, how the project is working on, how the functionality is working, instead of waiting till the last moment. Okay, so now this is a very big change. Everybody is able to understand that. So this
Yes.
this simply means customers are happier when they receive working software. So what we do in IT in agile environment, we work on functionality over each sprint. Don't worry, all these terminologies will come ahead. So after the release of say 15 days or a particular sprint, we give some small or some required or prioritized functionality to the customer. So the customer is also happy. They can see things moving and they can see things getting developed. Okay?
Yes.
Yeah. Thank you. Next point, please.
Accommodate
Accommodate.
changing. Oh, okay,
Okay.
go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay, thank you. Accommodate changing requirements throughout the development process. The ability to avoid delays when a requirement or feature requests changes.
Okay. So thank you so much for reading out. So yeah, please go on mute. Yeah, once you read, yeah. This is for everybody who is not speaking. Thank you so much. So what it states is that because we are constantly working and in connect with the customer, we have the ability to change or to accommodate the changing requirement throughout the development process. That means, for example, you're painting the house and you ask the painter to paint the ceiling in a say off-white color, and then they go for something like grayish white color. Then you can just and if you're visiting regularly, if you are in connect with them, you can just go to them and you can ask them that, oh, this is not the color that we requested for. We wanted to have the off light or pearl white color, and you are giving a different shade. So you see the difference. Instead of finally getting a shock of having a altogether a different color ceiling, you are intervening and you're giving them your change or your requirement, and then they'll work on it. So because they have not yet finished, they are already in the work, they can accommodate the change and they can work as per your requirement. So this is the change. See, I'm giving you very simple layman understanding examples, so it's very easy to visualize, right? So coming back to this, when you work in IT, when you work in agile environment, if there is any particular change you want the company or the team to work on, you can always put that forward as per priority, and they'll work on it. So everybody good on this?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes,
Yes.
Prerna.
Thank you so much. Yeah. Next point, please.
Frequent delivery of working software. Scrum accommodates this principle since the team operates in software sprints or iterations that ensure regular delivery of working software.
Perfect. I just explained that instead of getting a shock or waiting for maybe for a very long period of time, what we do is we keep as a team, as a organization delivering customers, we keep providing some functionalities over each sprint, right? So that means in each interval, per se 2 weeks, 3 weeks, customer keeps getting some of the other functionality. So they are also comfortable, they are also happy rather, that they keep getting some delivery and they can see their per se website. Like if you have a website like amazon.com, right? So maybe in first, just a hypothetical example, trust me, development does not work very fast. It's just for your understanding, I'm telling you. So maybe in first 15 days you might see the homepage and the all the advertisement. Maybe in the next 15 days you see maybe the children's section or clothing and or toys, they are uploaded, and we are able to buy that. Maybe in the next 15 days you can see men's section, and next, so like that, you have small, this is a very big functionality first of all, but I'm just giving you a hypothetical example. So you see things developing, you see things working fine, you can test them, you can see them. So that actually gives the confidence to the customer and they are happy to see the results. Okay, so it's easy to understand, similar to what I just explained. Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, next point
Yes.
please. Thank you.
Collaboration.
Collaboration.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah.
You can go ahead. It's okay.
Collaboration between the business stakeholders and
Uh-huh.
developers throughout the project. Better decisions are made when the business and technical teams are aligned.
Perfect and very well read. So now one question to everybody. What does a stakeholder mean? Can anybody tell me?
Business owner.
Client or
Go on, I'm listening.
Business analyst,
Sorry, come again.
business analyst or a product owner,
Okay,
I think product owner or client.
okay,
Yeah, product owner.
Whoever
okay,
Product owner.
Can
stakes
be
are invested in
those who are
project.
okay. So you are telling me who are or who can be the stakeholders. What do you mean by stakeholders? That is actually, let me ask you the right question.
Stakeholders
Who
who
gives
invest
requirement
money
or
in project.
I couldn't hear properly. Can you repeat? Who was it? Sorry.
Komal.
Yeah, Komal, tell me.
So stakeholder means whoever invested their time and money in project, whose stake is invested in project.
Very well said. Very well said, Komal. Superb, superb answer. So, absolutely right. Stakeholder simply means a person or a group of people who has stake slash interest in the project. It can be in the form of their money, their time, their motive, anything. So, good news to all of you. Whatever you have mentioned right now, everybody is a stakeholder. Are we good?
okay.
Everyone involved, that is customer, your senior management, development team, testing team, third party, company involved, everybody is a stakeholder because they are working, contributing to the project and they have some expectation from the project. So are we good? So what this point states that when the decisions are made along with both the parties, like all the stakeholders as well as developers, that means a technical team. So that these are like when we do this, sorry. So when we do this, better decisions are made. That simply means that when a technical team along with the stakeholders sits and take decisions, that time the outcome is the best possible one, because you're also consulting the technology but you're also considering what is the requirement of the business. So it's like a win-win. So for example, if a business wants to increase sales and the technology comes up with a new feature, then it's a win-win. So we can advertise the new feature and the sales can be increased. Are you able to understand? Yes.
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 Thank you so much. Yeah. Next slide, please, Gaurav. Thank you. Yeah. I'll request people who have not read in the earlier slide to come forward and read, please. I want everybody to, I rather not want, I wish everybody should participate so we get to know how you read it. What, and when you personally read any points, you are able to understand it way better. That's the reason why I'm requesting all of you. So, yes, please come forward and read the next points one by one. Yeah.
Support, trust, and motivate the people involved. Motivated teams are more likely to deliver their best work than unhappy teams.
Yes, I think there is no explanation required. It's simple. Even when we were students in school and colleges, and when we really had very motivating and inspiring teachers, they were so positive and optimistic. We did our best. We could feel that warmth and happiness while studying with them. In similar fashion, when we have a team which is trustworthy, which is motivating to each other, it definitely results in better results and better outcome and a happy environment to work with, right? Everybody's okay with this, and this is a very easy and simple to understand point, right?
Yes.
yes.
Okay. Should we go for
Yes,
next,
thank you.
Prerna?
Please go ahead. Yeah.
Enable face-to-face interaction. Communication is more successful when development teams are co-located.
Okay, now this is a suggestion they have given that, and see, communication is the key no matter what, right?
So in any personal relationships or professional relationships, any kind of things, communication is the key. So if you are able to communicate well, if you're able to share your ideas, understand other person's views, you're halfway there. So that's what it stays. The communication, face-to-face interactions is very important. So the idealistic way is to have the team as placed at one location. So generally agile teams are very tightly knit. They are very close to each other, work wise, understanding wise, trust wise. So they prefer to work at the same location. Things have changed post pandemic. People are working from remote location, but if you ask me the ideal way, agile works, they would recommend to be at one place. Okay, it's a recommended situation. That's it. Okay, we can go to the next point, please.
Working software is the primary measure of progress. Delivering functional software to the customer is the ultimate factor that measures progress.
That's absolutely right. And we have discussed this, that after every interval, each interval of say maybe a sprint or something, the customer gets a working software. And this is how even customer knows that how things are moving, how their requirements are shaping up, right? So that ultimately leads to the, I would say, how do we measure the development or the completion? So we measure it by the way of delivering software. So you are kind of, as a team, you deliver this functionality this week. Okay. So out of per se 10 functionalities, you're done with 4 or you're done with 3. So this is how you measure it. Easy to understand? Yes.
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 Yes. Yeah. Next point, please.
Agile processes to support a consistent development pace. Teams establish a repeatable and maintainable speed at which they can deliver working software, and they repeat it with each release.
Yes, it's quite easy to understand as well. So this simply means that teams have a typical way of working, like for example 15 days sprint, or a release every Saturday or Friday. So this is the way we have a fixed pattern which is easy to follow, right? So the teams are also comfortable with what is happening around, and they're comfortable following the same. So this is what it is states, that teams establish a repeatable and maintainable speed at which they can deliver working software. Means, or say every week they are kind of releasing a functionality. So team kind of understands, okay, in one day what how much deliverable they should do, so they can be able to deliver everything, that the working functionality by weekend. So try to understand. It's similar to when we were studying and we used to have a schedule. So 2 chapters a day, and then we can complete the syllabus in per se 10 days. So you remember our school days, we used to have this timetable. I don't know about you, I used to have mine. So yes, no, did you guys have a schedule
Yes.
for exams?
Yes.
Yes,
Yes.
we do have. Mhm.
Yes, good. I could see some studious bunch of people. Perfect. So yes, this is, see, it's see, business is nothing out of the world. Trust me. It's like people like you and me. Tomorrow, when you enter into the market, you'll be a part of that team. So people like you and me, they are working on the software. They're working with clients. They are the clients. So what kind of things you followed, similar kind of things they are following. And these little things only matter, and they are the most important ones. So yes, having a sustainable and consistent development speed is very important. So okay with this explanation, easy to understand? Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, go to next point, please. Next slide. Yeah, please read out the points.
Attention
Attention
to
to technical detail. Yeah, go ahead. Actually.
Yeah, go ahead, please. Yeah, start. Yeah.
Okay, I'll
attention
go ahead.
to detail and design enhances agility. The right skills and good design ensures the team can maintain the pace, constantly improve the product, and sustain change.
Thank you. So yes, attention to technical and design details. So simply means when you are focusing on the deliverables, on delivery from all point of view, from technical, from design. See, what is the difference between technical and design? So Amazon
I'm not able to hear Prerna. Is it with
Yeah,
everybody
Prerna,
else?
you are on mute, I think.
Yeah, I think Prerna has lost or gone on mute. Just give me a second. Let me see and check with Prerna. So, yeah. Okay. So, which point we were discussing?
The
First
first
only.
First one. So, and who read that?
Poonam.
Pune. Okay. So understand this, the right skill and good design ensures the team can maintain the pace, constantly improve the product and sustain change. So you will every time see the new inclusion, right? So Prerna was trying to give the example of Amazon, but what I'll say that technical design and enhances the agility. So say for example, uh, uh, earlier Amazon did not have Alexa. Do you know that Amazon has included the recently a feature of Alexa
Yes.
not separately, but in
Yeah.
fact you can voice out your product and you can search them in Amazon itself. Okay.
Yes.
So for that, you don't have to have the separate device, but in fact, just use the mic of Amazon app itself, and you can use it. So this is the right skill use inside the app itself. And how did they do it? So they just included that feature from where do you search, from where you perform the search. So this is the good design. So you don't have to go here and there. It is just then and there, and it is easy to use, and team can maintain the pace of search. Okay. And they can constantly further improve the product and sustain the change. So this is just a very simple, important and robust example. Do you all agree with this? Yeah, this is
Yes.
this is the very
Yes,
beautiful
yes.
and stable example. So what is second?
Simplicity.
Please read that.
Develop just enough to get the job done for right now.
Yes. So it is not that, the moment project is coming and you start thinking how it will happen. Now, let me tell you this thing that you started your journey, my dear friend, and you are thinking that how will I get placed? So the moment you will start thinking how will you get placed, and the moment you will see that I have not yet completed any courses, the job is getting tougher. And the moment you will say that how will I complete any courses, I don't have any technical knowledge, you won't even start. And the moment you will see that I don't have any technical knowledge, should I even give it a try by asking this thing? So I don't come, then you will think that I don't come from any, science background or technical background or engineering background. I don't think computer would suit me or anything in IT would suit me. Should I go and give it a try? But no. So few people don't even give it a try. The good thing is that few of you are not at the very first stage. They moved ahead and they inquired that can I do that? And few took the decision further and move ahead, and they thought that okay, I can do it, and can I complete the few training for that? So the few start with it and they attempt the training, and few understand that they are capable enough and they can do it, and they go further. And what do? They say that, hey, now I have knowledge, should I try, should I try going ahead and crack some interview? Few do it, few don't do it. And few who crack the interview, they say, hey, should I ask and negotiate on the perks and salary? Few do it and they get it. So it is all about doing the things, smaller things, then and there, and seeing the result. It's not about thinking the large picture at once and trying to conquer that mountain. So simplify the things. How you can simplify that? Doing a small bit action, then and there, what you can do, and you see the result. So this is how it is. So the good
Hey,
part
hey
is
Gaurav, I'm back. I'm really
that's
sorry. My
okay. That's
internet
okay.
got disconnected.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
I continued Prerna. So you can take
Okay,
on the next slide. So let me continue
sure.
this one. Yeah.
Okay.
So this is all about the simplicity. So now, once you will complete this training, it is not about that, you will think that how to go ahead and crack the interview. No, just before that, what is the easiest and the doable activity you can do? Go ahead and do that. After this comes that daily attending RRP session. If you are not attending, not daily, Tuesday and Thursday, continue to do that. And also, once your resume and profile is optimized and it is getting marketable, you have to ask that, hey, I'm now feeling that I should be tested through mock interview whether I am uh, doing properly, finding myself proper fit or not. And to do that, what you would do? You would continue to boost your confidence every single day. How would you do that? By repeating what you have learned, okay, and by summarizing what you have learned. That is, building you for tomorrow. Okay, so this is how you can apply the same thing in any of the project. Okay, this is about the simplicity. The third one. So who can take the next one? Start please reading this, the third bullet point.
Self-organizing teams encourage great architecture, requirements, and designs. Skilled and motivated team members who have decision-making power take ownership, communicate regularly with other team members, and share ideas that deliver quality products.
Awesome. Thank you so much for sharing, for reading this, Pratap. So yes, understand that the meaning of self-organizing team, okay, and how self-organizing team comes together. So you should have the courage to tell that, hey, I'm ready to take this one. Like how beautifully Prerna is asking, hey, read everyone. She is not taking anyone's name. And you are yourself coming ahead and you are reading it out. You are not just waiting anyone else to take their turn. So that shows even the leadership. Okay, so how you do, organizing yourself well in the bigger team, and you see that together you are able to achieve a bigger thing. Okay, so even this slide, when we come on this one slide and we have to read the multiple bullet point, everyone is coming together. You are organizing yourself with the entire team, and everyone is picking single bullet, and together we are finishing it up. So this is how is this is what is the example of self-organizing team. And together you encourage the great architecture, requirement, and design. So what exactly happens? Every single item is distributed well when it comes to agile, broken well when it comes to agile, and every single person themselves, they organize it in a way and they agree to finish it one by one. And together they come back and they share the idea how things are going, how things have been done. And for that, regular communication is important, and interacting with team members are important. And then focus toward the quality delivery is very important. And for that, what you are doing, you are just taking the ownership. The what we have spoken about self-organizing, that is the taking ownership. So let's repeat this what we are doing at the bullet number 4. So please read the fourth point, the another bullet item.
Regular
Regular.
reflections on how to become more effective, self improvement, process improvement, advancing skills, and techniques help team members work more efficiently.
Awesome. Thank you so much for reading this out. So yes, uh, our focus has to be become more effective. Okay, and for that you need to regularly reflect. So with this agile, in fact, when you will look at the entire training, the way it has been structured from the starting, the moment you join in here at 9:30, you see it's just not about the technology, it's also about the self improvement we talk about. Exactly, agile caters that. Okay, and that's the reason for any agile project, new project, the moment it starts with a workshop. Okay, and most of the industry is following it. Even if you go to the movie industry, cinema industry, even they do it. Okay, they follow the self improvement, they follow the workshop, and then they go ahead further. And then every single time their focus is, even in the agile, our focus is to focus on the processes, how they can improve next, and then advance the skill, how next time it is going to come in a very skillful manner. So just to tell you that the competition is very high, and everyone is trying to stick and cater their customer very close with each other. Okay, so recently what has happened, TikTok has opened the thing that they will be catering the advertisement even on their short videos. Now that was the pain in the neck for YouTube, and exactly this night YouTube declared that, for because they were not catering the advertisement on their shorts, only on the long form, or 5 minutes long, or 10 minutes long video, they were catering the advertisement. And now because that has done, they are now trying to beat this, what do you call, beat the competition. And they also announced that on their shorts, which is 30 seconds long or 1 minute long, they are going to cater the advertisement. And this is how it's all about the improvement, considering the market as well. So you need to define, refine, improvement, advance your skill, and techniques help team members work more efficiently. So it's all about skill and techniques. With every single day and with every single slide, you will see, and you might be sensing that you are learning something new. Okay, are you all with me and sensing the same, everyone, please?
Yes.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
yeah, thank you. So yes, Prerna, now you can take the next slide.
Yeah, thank you, Gaurav.
Yeah.
Gaurav, I think you can continue on this one. It
Okay.
has Kanban XP. Yeah, I'll take the
Yeah,
next one.
sure.
Thank
So
you.
now let's understand the framework, my friend. So let me share the screen. Okay, can you still see the screen in the bigger form now?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so there are three frameworks. Now we have been talking about, Agile, and not exactly the three frameworks, there are multiple frameworks. And here on the screen, we are going to see only three. The most important is called as Scrum. Okay, Scrum follows certain principles, certain ceremonies every single time. Okay, we will be talking about Scrum very, very soon. Excuse me. But before that, look at Kanban. In Kanban, this is what is called as Kanban desk or Kanban board. Can you see over here? My mouse is hovering on that
Yeah.
whiteboard.
Yes.
Yeah. In whiteboard, what you see, the stories are there. So a story is a sticky note, and sticky notes are different sticky note. You can see some numbers on that. Okay, just to name you, just to let you know what are these numbers. These numbers are called as complexity. And what are these complexity, we will learn in coming days. For now, just park it. So understand. And what is stories? So stories, my dear friend, yesterday we were talking about sorry, waterfall model, and we have talked about one very important thing, that is um requirement. Okay, so that requirement is the huge. Okay, and that has to be broken down. Okay, and the moment we break them down, we saw multiple things. Now let me give you another example. uh how many of you here use WhatsApp, and how many of you have ever, I think everyone uses the WhatsApp, and you
Yeah.
don't need to say yes, but yeah, now here I need answer. So how many of you ever uploaded a video as a WhatsApp story? Has anyone done it in past? Uh,
Um, Like it's a status of the WhatsApp?
Yeah,
Yeah.
WhatsApp status, Pune.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
done.
So
Yes.
everyone has done it. So it's
Yes.
a
Yes.
long form video, and when you have to upload the entire, video in the WhatsApp status, how would you do that? Can someone tell me?
Yeah, it's in chunk. It's in small. Yeah.
Yeah.
It should be
So
in 30 seconds.
yeah, 30 seconds. So what
Yeah.
exactly happens? You break them down in a
Yeah.
very equal manner, and you just upload it one by one. Exactly that, the requirement, the document is this story. Okay. So now does it make sense to you? What is this story? Yeah, everyone?
Yes.
Yeah. So the requirement is huge, but you've broken it down in the stories, and these stories are written down in this manner, in one liner fashion, and that is fixed in the Kanban desk. And desk will have the 4 stages. First, it will go into to do, then in progress, and then testing, and then done. So the moment any user story has been taken up for the action, it will come under to do. Okay, because it has been prioritized to take next action on it. And the moment the action started, it will go, the sticky note or the post-it will be posted in the in progress column. And the moment in progress is in progress is done, I mean, excuse me, so my throat is really not well. So I'm coughing in between. That's why I'm muting myself. So yeah. So just for your information, that why I'm going on mute. So yes, testing. And the moment it is in progress, the design is done, then it moves to testing. And the moment testing is completed, then comes done, and every single user story will continue to move towards the done. Now you have the fair idea that what exactly the Kanban desk is, and Scrum. Scrum will follow few ceremony. How this will follow? This is the design of Scrum. Okay, this is the design of Scrum. Give me one moment. So I'll have to just open the door. Someone is at the door. So give me a second.
Yeah. Let me just continue till he
Thanks.
comes back. Yeah,
Yeah,
you're
I
back.
came
Okay.
back. Yeah, so can
Yeah.
everyone hear me? Yes, Prerna, you
Yeah.
can hear me, right?
Yes, yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
thank
Yeah.
you.
Yeah.
So what you see here is the Scrum framework, and we will be talking about it in more detail very, very soon. But because this is going to be, detailed talks, so this is the picture of Scrum. And, when Scrum and Kanban come together, it is called as any guesses? Any guesses? Any loud guesses? Quickly, come on. When
Jira.
Okay, good
Jira.
try. Jira will accommodate these two. Anything else?
Is it?
When you combine two things, when it becomes one, it is called something with one name. So when you will try to combine Scrum and Kanban, so what it can be called as? Any guesses?
Scaled agile.
Okay, let me ask you
Scrum
one thing again.
and Scrum
Yeah,
and Agile.
Scrum and Agile. So, but here we are combining two frameworks, Scrum and Kanban. So Scrum is the part of Agile, Kanban is also part of Agile. So when
Okay.
you align two things, what it becomes? One. Yes? Any other try?
XP?
No, XP is altogether different. We are yet to discuss. Okay. So it is not here. So it's a simple thing, right? I mean, it's a simple. Let me tell you one thing. How many of you have heard the name of Land Rover?
Yeah,
Land
we all
Rover is a
know it's a car. Yeah.
brand name. Okay.
Yeah.
So and Land Rover has changed name now, okay, because it has been occupied by Tata Group, and that's
Yeah.
the reason it is called as Tata Land Rover, right? Simple combination of two, right?
Yes.
In the
Okay.
similar manner, what I'm telling, that Scrum is one framework, Kanban is one framework, and they come together, and that's the reason
Scrum
this,
Kanban.
yeah, and they just want to be called as Scrumban. Okay,
Scrum. Okay.
so this is how you can remember it. Okay, Scrumban. So now you will remember it more better, because we took the pause and they discussed it. Is it clear now? Yeah,
Yes.
everyone. So fourth feature, fourth framework is Scrumban, and the one another is XP. So in XP, what exactly happened, it is also called as extreme programming. So this is a planning and feedback loop. So planning and feedback loop is how, like, we have planned this entire training, and when we are executing it, we are taking feedback from you. Like, I had gone out and I came back, and again I asked you whether you can hear me out. So it was simple feedback mechanism where I continue to focus that whatever the execution is going on will continue to happen. Okay. And for that, when it comes to software and IT, you are using always a version. Do you know what is version all about? Everyone, what is version? It's a it's a advancement. Okay. It's
Yes.
every time a new feature is going to get added.
Not added.
Yeah, so initially it start with 1.0, then it continue to progress to the next, and you have a newer version. So even if you'll go to Google Chrome, open the Google Chrome and go to about section and see its version, now it has advanced so much, beyond 523 version. Okay, and you will see always new version coming up, because they are always adding something new. So when they have a new release, they want to plan that what exactly new thing they are going to introduce. So that's the reason, in XP, we plan that release, what exactly we are going to launch it. Okay. And then uh, it comes to iteration plan. So what is iteration plan? Iteration plan is nothing but the frequent delivery, the frequent release, which is going to come on some set date. Okay, some set date, or after 2 weeks or 4 weeks. So when after how many weeks we are going to release something. Okay, some modules we are bringing, or some new features we are adding. So we are going to plan in a iterative manner. Iterative is nothing but a repetitive. Okay, every single time it is going to come. But to do that, you need to identify what requirement you are going to accommodate, and what is their acceptance criteria would be. Okay, so acceptance criteria would be, so understand this way, that acceptance criteria is nothing but you get a fridge at home, but the fridge is working or not. For that, you need to test something. Okay, you see that freeze is freezing the freezing water or not, and making some ice cubes or not. You test it for 5 minutes, right? um if you have to test microwave, you test it whether it is getting things heated or not, or getting things baked or not. So you just test it. So you just don't take the requirement as is, you also test it, and you define what all the grounds I can test it. For microwave example, does it heat within 10 seconds, and does it also heat within 1 minute? Whatever it can accommodate for 1 minute, can is it accommodating for 1 minute or not? Whatever it can boil within 10 seconds, it is boiling it out or not? So various criteria, and you are testing on every single criteria. This is what is called as acceptance test criteria, and we will be talking about it more in detail. But to do this all, every single day we come together and we discuss about it. Like what happens when we disperse from these classes and you are posting your summary. Okay, in the summary you are just talking about what did you learn. Okay, and you are also telling, means whatever you have done the research, you are also talking about that. Okay, that is expected, that is expected. And then you are seeing, telling that you are excited about tomorrow's class or next class. You are showing that what is next going to come on your way. So in stand up, what exactly happened? Likewise, you discussed these three things. So what did you do? What you are going to do? And any problem if you are facing, just three things. Okay. And To do this all, my dear friend, what exactly happens? By the way, everyone is listening to me and following me and trying to visualize that whatever I am speaking up.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you so much
Yes.
for your answer. And the one who did not unmute yourself and you are also still with me. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you
Yes.
so much. Yes. So the next one is pair negotiation. So what exactly happens in that? So here people work in the pair. Two coders come together and they code something and they review each other's codes. And that's the reason it is called as pair negotiation. But when they themselves they review each other's code, what exactly happens? They test it individually as well. And when they test it individually, that is all called as unit test. What they will test, whatever I have designed, whether it is working or not. But how do they design? Again, for that, they come together and they design together, they brainstorm and they code together. Okay. And then they are programming together. This is what it is called as pair programming. Okay. But to do that pair programming, they individually defines the code, that what all the codes they are going to use. So together, this entire thing what I have discussed from top to bottom or bottom to top just now is called as planning feedback loop and are the part of XP, that is extreme programming. What does XP means, everyone? XP means what?
Extreme programming.
Extreme programming.
Programming.
Exactly. And PP is the part of XP. And what does PP stand for?
Pair programming.
Exactly, you are right. Yes, it's pair programming. Everyone, please repeat along with me. PP is pair programming. PP is
Pair
what?
programming.
PP
Pair
Pair
programming.
Yeah.
Okay.
And when you repeat, you remember. Okay. And that's the reason I ask you to repeat. Okay. By the way, I'm just curious to know who is iPhone 2012. Who is iPhone? Who is iPhone? Okay. If you can just rename yourself. It will be easy to recognize and call your name. Yeah, please do so. Okay. You will be able to do that. So we have done with this framework. 3 frameworks we have learned. How many we have learned? 3 frameworks just now? Just new summary.
Yeah,
How
three
many?
frameworks.
We learned
3.
3
Kanban
frameworks.
and
Scrum, Kanban, and XP.
Awesome,
XP.
Aparna. Yes, yes, exactly. So let's move further. And what is next? Let's see. So yeah, best practices. So what are the best practices? So best practices are the Agile's 4 value, 12 principle, and so 12 principle, and the other thing is that collaborate with customer, work together daily, and these are some Scrum values we will be looking at. But understand these can be summed in 6 words. Okay. These So to work together, you need to communicate, you need to coordinate, and balance of team member contribution happens with every single thing. With every single thing, they will contribute, they will support mutually each other, and to do that, effort and cohesion has to be considered. Okay. So the best practices for Agile is iterative development, daily meeting has to happen, and UPT is also known as using professional tools. Using professional tools. So, like you were talking about Jira. Jira is a professional tool, my dear friend. Okay. So, Jira is a professional tool, you must remember. And here to deliver the training, we use simply slides. Okay. So, slide will be the professional tool for us. So, any question so far? Any question? If you have any question, you can ask.
No.
If not, we can move further then.
Yeah.
Okay. So shall we continue to move further, or do you find that this is enough for you to digest, or we can
I
continue?
Hi, I have one question
Yeah, go
actually.
ahead. Go ahead.
Maybe it sounds like because I'm
No,
new
no,
to the IT
that's
world.
okay. Any question is
Yeah,
good.
you showed us one board that is called Kanban board,
Mm-hmm.
and on that there were the different colors. So is there any? It's just the color stickers, or it's uh, telling us something, the colors?
Okay, so there are various reasons. First, for the and good question, by the way, it's not really what you were thinking. That question will be bad. So it's a good question, and thank you for asking that. So this color represent two things, multiple things. In fact, the very first thing this color code signifies, it signifies the separation, that we are working on something different. That is number one. Number two, it signifies the priority as well. Okay,
Okay.
so but more than color, the important is the number what is written on that.
Okay, so your first was written stories 10. So the 10 number is divided in the rest of the column. It's in just 5 in the testing and 3 in the progress. And then total should be at the board 10. Yeah.
No, I did not understand your this question.
Yeah, because the first story was written in the pink
Let me
color.
bring that in front of you so that it will be easy for
Yes.
both of us to understand what you are talking. So just give me a second. Let me reshare my screen. Yeah. So it will be easy for everyone, what exactly you wanted to say.
Yes.
So let's move over here. Yeah. So this is the Kanban board. Yes. Now what do you have to say?
I can't see. Oh, yes, I can see. So the thing is that work is divided, whatever the work that is divided into the stories. These are the stories, yeah? User stories. So first is the 10. Then to do is 8.
Okay, understand this way. Let's
Yeah.
not focus right now on the number, because as I
Okay.
said,
Got
I'll
it.
be talking about these numbers later. Okay,
Okay,
so
got
as
it.
of now, park it. Okay, these are
Okay.
called as a complexity. Okay,
Okay,
so
got it.
what does complexity means, that you will come to know about it later. The
Mm.
color signifies that different color to just bring the separation and just
Separation,
to
values.
identity, that it should not be mixed. The
Okay.
numbers are very important over here.
Okay.
Okay,
Got it.
and it defines, what number defines the priority item. Okay, and priority item continue to move on that. Okay,
Okay,
and
got it.
they continue to move, and they continue to move ahead in a linear fashion from left to right. Okay,
Okay,
so
got it.
Kanban board moves the requirement from left to right. Everyone can remember that. So in fact, this can be a interview question in on Kanban board, how the requirement moves. So you have to say
Okay.
requirement move from left to right. So that is one
Okay,
thing.
got it.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you so much. Let me reshare my screen, and thank you so much for stopping by and asking me the
Yeah,
question.
Gaurav, I want to intervene that you
Yeah.
asked the question to everyone about today's. So I feel, core values and principles, and I think we really have gone through a lot of important things today. So I'll
Yes.
suggest let's not overboard because they still have to revisit this video
Hmm.
again, rewatch and understand, and if they have any doubts. So I think we are good to stop here, and I feel this is what everybody feels. If somebody wants anything more, we can. But I feel today we have covered a lot of important topics which are very crucial from understanding an interview point of view. So yeah, your call.
Yes, sure. So just quickly, we'll see that what is coming next, and then we can stop by. We can decide to, summarize it. So anything else which is not taken up? So yeah, agile. So yeah, there are two more things. I'll just quickly cover them, so it will be easy and for them to understand what is the next assignment for them.
Okay.
So
Okay, sure.
now, guys, everyone, please pay attention. It is just not you are learning. It is also that you can start yourself, counting that you deserve to earn some certification. The good part is that what I have seen, the smart people who are really committed students, what they have done, they learn over here, they are learning over here. At the same time, they are focusing that how we can do some certification. So you can go ahead and Google it out, what all the free certifications are available. So just to name a few, SFC, Scrum Fundamental Certification. So these are the free certification. Along with the continuous learning over here, you can go ahead and, give some, online test, and you can grab some certification. Few certification where you need to go through some blogs and you will be certified for that. So these are the easy certification. Can you do them? Yes, you can do them. So, but what they are additionally going to do is that they are going to increase your credibility. So remember to do so. And so what should be your target? You can take the screenshot of it and you can target them. These are the paid certification by the Scrum organization or some Scrum board, but unpaid things at least you can do, okay, which does not involve money. So for that you need to Google all the free certification. So you just take a note of it, that these are the name of the some paid certification program. From PMI, ACP is there, Project Management Institute, then SAFe certification are there, Kanban, DevOps, Scrum in different levels, types of master, product owner, developer certification, P4MR, that is Agile Adaptation of the Inter-American Development Bank, and other new level of certificate. Various certifications are there. Just take a screenshot of it and you can do that. Now, to practice this Agile, I want every one of you to decide one tool. Now, let me add one more tool over here, which is getting popular nowadays, and everyone is using that. It's called as Azure DevOps. Okay, Azure DevOps. So I want you to go ahead and create a free account and just explore by yourself. Okay, you don't have to just come and ask me that what exactly I have to do. So these are the name of the some tools. These are the ticket management or requirement management tool. Pick any one of the tool and start exploring for next 2-3 days and be comfortable with that. Try to understand how does it do, how does it function. You can Google out some YouTube video to understand and gain more confidence that how these things work exactly. So these are the few names of the tools: Jira, Asana, Trello, Exosoft, Zoho, Rick, iScrum, Tiger, Scrumpy, Handsoft, UTrack, as well as Azure DevOps. Okay, so these are the tasks. Is it clear? This slide is clear of the certification. Is this slide clear for the tools? Everyone is clear?
Yes.
Any question
Yes.
around it? Just want to know.
No.
Okay. If no question, then yes, as Prerna said, we can just wrap it up today. Since we are wrapping it up today, did I hear Aparna speaking last?
Yeah.
Yeah. So Aparna, what do you feel like saying about today's session, even though you are repeating? I know. Yes.
Yeah, it was
How you're
amazing.
feeling.
As usual, it was very nice to again go through the Agile Manifesto, Agile principles, and the framework, and to know more about the tools and other certifications that are available. So
Wow.
I already got one. I'm still trying to get other certifications as well.
Oh, wow. Which one you got, Aparna? Which certification?
In July itself, I got that Scrum Fundamentals certification.
Wow, super. Can we have a round of applause for Aparna because she's preparing for another one? So everyone can do that.
Thank you
Thank you
very
so
much.
much. Yeah. So Aparna, call out someone's name on the screen, please. You see?
Priyanka.
Yes, Priyanka. What do you feel like saying?
It was a good session, too much of knowledge, just a small thing that, okay, we got to know about the values and principles. Understanding is good, but do we need to remember them? Just, I mean to say, learn them word by word in general, like for later interview kind of thing
Very good
in
question,
general.
Priyanka. So
Or
you have,
understanding is okay.
yeah, you have to only remember in Agile as value and principle. That's it.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, rest you need to understand. And thank you for asking this question, Priyanka.
Yeah.
So I
Thank
think
you.
that
Okay.
that simplifies the thing, right, Priyanka?
Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, awesome. Priyanka, please call out someone's name on the screen.
Raji. Yeah.
Okay,
Raji.
yes, Raji.
Hi. Even though you have told many things, like we feel like it's just the session was started yet. Like I mean to say, I don't know how the 1.5 hour was passed out. It was many things and learned in a vast things in a simple way. I can say in simple words.
So simplicity is one word for you. You can call, right,
Yes,
Raji? Yeah.
exactly.
So Raji, call out someone's name on the screen. You see.
It's Pratap.
Pratap. Yes, sir. What do you feel like saying?
Hey, it was so good session today. I was able to more focus like I clearly understand on like what exactly the agility and flexibility and agile manifesto and principles like that. It was so good and like in a very clear manner for me. Like as Rajesh said, it was
Hmm.
very simple to understand what you guys presented.
Awesome. Pratap, please call out someone's name on the screen you see.
Amiti,
Amity. Yes, Amity, what do you feel like saying?
Hello, can you hear
Yeah,
me?
Amity. Yes, now.
Yeah, today's session was very agile and it made me very flexible. So, yeah, today's session was all about agility and flexibility. So, yes, great session.
Okay, awesome. Amity, Amity, call out someone's name on the screen you see.
Sheetal?
Yes, Shital. Yes, what do you feel like saying?
Yes, thank you, Amity. Thank you, Gaurav. Thank you, Prerna. Yeah, today's session was very informative. I learned quite a bit, and yes, I will again definitely go through the session again to the recording, and yes, I'll try to explore as you suggest Scrum fundamentals and certification and everything. I'll definitely go through that. Thank you.
Awesome. Shital, please call out someone's name. You're welcome.
Rolly.
Yes, Rolly. So it's today's first live session. What do you have to
Yes,
say?
it's superb and it's very, we can say conversation is there. So it's lively session basically. So it doesn't feel that we are not sitting in the class. We are sitting in the class only. And it was nice. And it's in a simple way. You people give the presentation and online it will become very easy for us to understand.
Amazing. Thank you so much, Rolly, for sharing this. Yes, please call out someone's name on the screen. You see.
Uh, Actually, I can't see the names. One second. Poonam?
Hi. It was really interesting for me, and I was trying to understand the whole concept. Like we are sitting here as a team, and the brainstorming was there, and we were. I feel like that we were working like an agile team. So yeah, and I'm trying to put all the things like that way so that I can learn them more because I told you previously also that I'm new for this concept.
Yes, yes, Poonam. And you will experience
Really
this
interesting.
as well. Yeah,
Yeah.
that how together you are working as a team. So
Yes.
definitely that experience is going to come. So cool.
Yes.
Thank you so much for sharing, Poonam. Poonam, please call out someone's name on the screen you see, please.
Uh, I think all are covered or someone is left. Komal, I think done.
Hmm. So see who is not done.
No, I'm not dancing.
Yeah, Komal.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, so thank you, Prerna and Gaurav, for today's session. So today we learn about Agile Manifesto, about Agile Manifesto 4 values and 12 principles. And today very interesting session, and I will go through recording and learn more about that. Thank you,
Awesome. Komal. Komal, call out someone's name on the screen you see is final.
Prerna.
Prerna. Yes, Prerna, over to you for closing remarks, please.
Thank you so much. First of all, I'm very happy that everybody is participating, and there's a reason why we asked you to read out, to discuss, to talk, to keep you first of all awake. But I think that's not an issue. But yes, today's session, trust me, the topics that we covered are very important from understanding, from interview, and from overall working point of view. So tomorrow, when you go in industry, you start working, these ground rules, these principles. You are, at a very comfortable place. So you are very confident. You become very confident, and you know what you're working on. So first of all, very important topics. And thank you so much for your participation and your enthusiasm, asking the right questions, and being there and being completely involved, and overall, very satisfactory and superb session. So over to you, Gaurav. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Prerna, for adding your closing remarks. So yes, everyone, thank you so much for asking question. Keep asking, the questions are very, very important. And second, don't forget to continue to post the summary video. Those who have posted the summary video, you only can understand and experience that what level of confidence you have gained Continue to do so, and I'm sure you are going to blast with the confidence, with the summary you will continue to add with every single session. So this is another request. And third, continue to do research, prepare for the certification, as well as explore the tool as a said assignment. Unsaid summary has to be there. And thank you so much for participating so enthusiastically. The recording will be shared with you within 2, 3, 4 hours. So stay tuned for that, so that you can
Thank you.
you can refer them. So thank you so much, everyone. Bye bye, take care, and good night. We'll
Thank
talk to you
you.
soon.
Bye.
Okay, good
Thank
night.
Good night.
Good night. Bye.
Good night. Take